Mike, I want to sort of bring this back to the broader discussion, I think, of how these foreign governments are sort of co-opting a lot of our domestic policy. Obviously, on the censorship front, we've seen the UK do a lot there. You had some updates on how foreign governments are sort of exploiting some censorship loopholes, or there's some movement on that front?
Yes, this is now escalating dramatically. See, what happened is this started as a transatlantic censorship apparatus. It grew out of NATO initially as a response to losing Crimea in eastern Ukraine, and then it moved westward to Western Europe after the Brexit referendum, and then it moved finally to the United States in 2016 when Donald Trump won in that same DOD, CIA, USAID, State Department network brought that apparatus to the United States. But as we've gotten more and more victories here in the United States against the censorship machine, as we have cracked down on the funding arms and the funding spigots from the U.S. government, hundreds of millions of dollars, and I think the audience should be mindful of this. We've achieved huge wins in just 7 months in the Trump administration, cutting hundreds of millions of dollars out of the NGOs and pressure cookers in the private sector that were pushing the tech companies to censor people. And so if you've experienced a lot more freedom on the internet lately, it's not just because of Elon Musk, although he played the indispensable role in this, undoubtedly, but there's much less pressure on Facebook and on YouTube and on other organs from the U.S. government. The response to this from the censors in exile in the United States and their allies in ruling governments around the world has been to internationalize the issue, to take it upstream of the United States to the international community. And what they're now plotting, and which has gone into effect, and we're now seeing the beginning volleys of, are you have foreign countries asserting global jurisdiction over websites on the internet in countries far, far away. So right now, the UK is actually fining the website 4chan $20,000 a day. So you add that up over a year, and this is very serious money. 4chan is a U.S. website. It has nothing to do with the UK. It might as well be on the moon. If 4chan was operated on a military base on the surface of the moon, imagine the UK government fining it for allowing speech that Brits can access through a VPN. This is a way of getting long-arm jurisdiction over American speech. And make no mistake, this was the plan from the beginning. The UK Digital Ministry and the UK Foreign Office, as well as their little honchos and MI6 and the UK Ministry of Defense, sent over a delegation to the Biden administration and personally briefed them on how they can work together to censor their mutual opponents on both sides of the Atlantic. America First Legal, Stephen Miller and Gene Hamilton's legal shop did an amazing job